Have you seen Visiting the Worst Reviewed Chiropractor? Nah, that is... Wow, that is inviting a disaster. Who did that? Oh, Vice did that. Oh, and Rug did it. Wow, actually quite a few people did this. Love the One Star series. I don't really watch Vice anymore. I don't keep up with Vice at all, really. So I can't say I'm super familiar with their newer One Star stuff. That's like actually putting your life on the line if they let them do the neck adjustments. Thanks to Resub Boston. I'll give it a peek.
I'm guessing you've never been to a chiropractor before?
Never before.
These are painless adjustments, okay? I don't treat anything. Pull. Pull. Okay. Who's nuts? Who's nuts? Nuts.
Wow.
I just made you gluten intolerant.
So you're not evil.
Yeah, PSA, if you have like pain and shit, don't go to a chiropractor. Just go to physical therapy. Just a little pro tip. I don't know if we have any chiropractics fans in here, but just do physical therapy. It'll help you much more in the long run. Thanks, Risa Brendan. Yeah, I don't know if this is real or not, because what chiropractor would agree to this? Yeah, I'm a one-star chiropractor. I fucking suck ass. No one really likes me, so Vice is now just going to come in here and make fun of me. Unless this is somehow like a positive spin on it. Like, he may have 1 star, but he's got great heart. Most people are saying it's real. Alright, I'll take your word for it.
Kinesiology?
Chiropractor.
I'm willing to,
Let's see some of these
He was
reviews.
on me all over. He said he was done.
Caused a vertebrae in my neck to go out from the muscle testing, which caused severe headaches and had to be put back in by another chiropractor.
Oh my god. Well, you didn't learn your lesson. I went to a chiropractor once and he gave me a slight herniation in one of my discs on my neck. So I've never gone back, and I've held a grudge against chiropractors ever since. They're not real doctors. It's a legitimate pseudoscience. Somehow this person had a very similar experience and then said, I'll go to another chiropractor to fix it. Oh my god, what a fucking gamble. Thanks for the gift sub, Wing.
I'm willing to, do anything for the cause. So if that involves, letting this person, try out some kinesiology.
I didn't go to a bad one. Everyone gives that cope. I went to the #1 rated chiropractor in the entire fucking state. He works on professional athletes.
A fixing. As they say,
That wasn't just some back of the phone book chiropractor.
Your spine is flexible. But in my profession, 1-star reviews are not something I can be flexible with. I need to experience the service for myself. I was on a mission, and I have no problem.
Yeah, let's take a peek.
Can you even call yourself a chiropractor?
He totally cheated me.
It was still much too early for my own diagnosis on him, so I continued with my treatment.
And Rhesus? That should have broke my index finger. My pinky. Push out.
Oh, yeah, that one's like gonna cramp if I push any harder.
Even the muscles of your back are weak. So what we need to do is find out what's turning all of this off. We're going to retest these muscles while you touch certain areas of your body. Okay, what I want you to do is find your belly button for me. Okay, this is the
There
reflex
she is.
for hormones. I'm going to re-push on this muscle again. It didn't change it.
Not the hormone.
Because you gotta press your hormone button.
This is the digestive reflex.
Dr. Rodriguez continued his scan of my body, testing my immune reflex, cardiovascular reflex, my muscular reflex, and no matter where I touched, my muscles were still weak.
Didn't
I
change
can't.
anything.
What? How is that
Didn't
not?
change anything. Didn't change anything.
Was I just incredibly
What?
frail, or was there a deeper cause to my pain? But before we were to give up, he had one last reflex he wanted to test.
This is the emotion reflex.
Oh, that's the most important one.
Resist, go. Pull,
Oh, yeah, there she is. That's a lot of emotion.
push out, go. Push, 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 push out.
Holy shit.
Massive difference, isn't it?
Certainly.
Why are you having the neck pain, the back pain, all of this?
Because you're
I don't know,
emotional.
I guess maybe could it be like stress related or something?
Emotional
going on in my
stress.
head? Wow. It was quite
Obviously.
the revelation to discover that all of my physical issues came from a single source.
Everything has a beginning, and stress is your beginning.
While just knowing this wouldn't instantly cure me, it still was a relief to finally have some clarity. Dr. Rodriguez then had to reset my energy switches.
Hey,
All I have to do is reset the switch.
This is a really fun full circle thing. You can come up. This is something we used to check out quite a long time ago on YouTube. This was a rabbit hole about like chakra alignment. Not so much chiropractics. It's really weird to see this in a chiropractic setting, though they are both very silly pseudosciences. But the whole idea behind this was always about aligning chakras and like controlling your emotional not outbursts. Fuck, what was it? Not kundalini. God, what do they call it? Does anyone remember from back in the day? They used to do the same thing. They used to have you do the fingers. So you'd put your arm up with your fingers. Then you'd eventually give them like the shocker. And they'd start like pulling on your fingers in order to reset your emotions. Like it was some kind of hardware. What the fuck did they call it? No, it wasn't. It had something more than chakra. Was it Reiki? It might have been Reiki. Alright, you gotta stop biting that. You can't be biting that. You can't be biting that. Okay, right back at it, eh? You can't be biting that. Come on.
This would help alleviate my poisonous, stressful energy, and hopefully in turn, cure my
toxic.
bodily pain.
So the reset switches are here.
You already found them.
Yes.
Wow.
Pull. Pull. Okay, great. Okay, you can put this down.
He's truly a master.
All right, so I've reset.
The reset switches are very hard to find on the human body. Like, the factory default settings are fucking confusing. Like, it's different on everyone, but the way he was able to pinpoint that on his wrist, fucking masterful.
Reset everything.
The man's methods were really out of the ordinary, and I actually did feel better after this process. But just
Oh,
when I
boy.
thought he was a miracle worker, he hit me with some unthinkable news.
This doesn't do anything.
I can't believe it. What a plot twist. I am fucking shocked. You can't be biting that. I'm back again. Thanks for resub, Auntie, and denied.
When I was doing that, that doesn't do anything. Nothing.
Now I didn't know what to believe.
But why do I do that? Because for some people, if I just did energy healing just the way I did, they would think I'm nuts. So I had to do this. I had to have them touch here. Touching had nothing to do with anything.
It was starting to feel like maybe the reviews were true.
This doctor claims to heal you in a day from all illness just by reading your energy.
Yep, that's energy healing in a nutshell. You're lucky he didn't drop a fucking clump of shungite on your chest and call it a day. He was much more hands-on. At least he touched your wrist.
He's doing with this scam is nothing short of evil and malpractice.
We're not.
I also love this malpractice. The fun thing about chiropractics is it's not like an actual MD profession. It's not like a real doctor. I do think they do have like a council of chiropractics elders or something that's supposed to govern it, but it's not like a malpractice kind of thing because it's not clinical. It's not like a real doctor. It is. It's not. It actually is not. If you look up chiropractics here, actually, this is like this. I don't know how we always end up in a chiropractics rabbit hole recently. But if you look up chiropractics, it is legitimately listed officially as a pseudoscience. Where can I find? I pulled up the PubMed thing on it recently. Let me see if I can get that back up. I can't get the PubMed one to pop up. But here, I mean, like, pretty much every source. Like, here's Cleveland EDU. Chiropractics don't have an MD degree. They aren't medical doctors. They're considered doctors of chiropractic care. But it's not a real doctor. There's no medical school. There's nothing like that. There is apparently, like, an not accelerated. like post-learning school that some chiropractors can go to, but it's not like an actual medical field. Yeah, here. This is actually in defense of doctors, but even in their own thing, it even talks about them not being like actual medical doctors. Do they not go to school for it? You can. Like I said, there is schools for it, which is what this talks about. Charles, you're losing this one. What do you... It is legitimately listed as a fucking pseudoscience. What do you mean? This is actually when I pulled up in defense of it, where it even talks about them not being actual medical doctors. This is like in defense of chiropractics being doctors, but even still, talking about them not being medical doctors. What are you talking about? Literally anything, looking up anything, any science-based anything talks about chiropractics being an ineffective, manipulative treatment. Literally anywhere. This is one that I pulled up on behalf of chiropractics. It's bait. I guess it could be. I don't really know. I know chiropractics has become kind of trendy because of all the TikTok memes about it. Is it tier 1 5 finger?
We're nothing but energy. Pure energy. This is not a solid. This is energy. If you'd have shown this iPhone to somebody 20 years ago and told them, oh yeah, we can download a movie in a matter of a few seconds, they probably would have thought you were nuts.
Wow. With my belief in Dr. Rodriguez at an all-time low,
Nuts. Who's nuts?
He brought it back.
Who's nuts?
he made one final pitch to sell me on his vision.
I'm fixing causes, okay? I don't actually heal you because that's not the power that I've got. All I do is remove the roadblocks, and the roadblocks were emotions. Emotions are the cause of absolutely everything on this planet, from cancer to a common cold. Since everything is emotional, what we want to do is we need to change our perspective. If I think it, then I am what I think I am. You want to get well? You want to get better? You need to think positive, be positive. You need to forgive yourself.
All great advice. I think I'll go ahead and book an appointment with a physical therapist to actually fix my injury that I visited you for. Positive thinking's not going to magically heal a fucking injury. Well, I guess some of them maybe. Over time.
I was looking to be adjusted, and instead he told me I need to forgive myself. The day after he did his energy healing and pretend adjustment, I had a terrible migraine and almost passed out reading a book to my son.
Anyway,
Well,
so
thank you for sharing this all with us. This has been incredible.
you're welcome. I wrote a book on this. I was about 1 to 2 months away from a wheelchair. I could barely walk. I have absolutely no pain. None. Zero.
Awesome, for sure.
I wasn't sure that
Why
my
would he
bodily
agree to
pain
do
was
this?
Totally cured by just thinking positively, but I was open to it. However, before I could get too focused on positive thinking, I had to get to the bottom of his 1-star reviews.
What we're going to do now is we're going to check for misalignments. Okay. Any pain there?
Not in particular.
Beautifully aligned.
Before I came in, I was checking out some of your reviews and I saw people were mentioning, a lot of kind of, negative thoughts.
So I see how this happened. He didn't tell them going into it that you're a 1-star chiropractor, and that's why we're here. Okay. Interesting.
Have you seen some of those?
No. I don't normally go on and take a look
Yeah.
at those reviews.
Totally.
Okay. You're going to feel a quick tap here.
And is any of this going to result in a crack, or I shouldn't expect that necessarily?
You shouldn't expect it necessarily. A lot of chiropractors twist necks and backs, and they want to hear a crack.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that necessarily.
Yeah.
He's a bit
'Cause one person, I
Scarfox.
guess, was trying to
Maybe
say,
some
like,
Gary.
if a chiropractor isn't going to crack your back, are they a chiropractor at all?
The reality is bones only misalign 1 millimeter, and if you're wanting a bone to pop, you potentially could be creating a problem for this patient.
One person was even, I guess, trying to compare it to, like, card reading, tarot card. They said a glorified card reader.
Okay. Yeah, some people say that because they don't understand what's going on. But most
Energy healing is a very complicated science. Says he's not. He's literally just energy healing. Why is he marketing himself as a chiropractor? Odd. He needs more crystals, though. Or one of those water phones that you tap. Do you think he knows he's a quack? I think there's a level to it. I think there's some people in that field that 100% know it's not effective, but it makes money. Low effort, so why not? And then I think there is some people that genuinely believe in it. Like, we've seen a couple. Who was that guy who... Well, bad example of someone who believes it. There was the guy that used it as just a means to grope women. What was his name? That energy healer? Fuck, I can't remember his name. We went down this rabbit hole so long ago. The guy that wore the cowboy hat? No, not Lou. Lou's the masseuse, which is a generous term for it. I'll pull up Lou for anyone that doesn't remember Lou. He recently got banned and then unbanned. Actually, can I even pull him up? Hold on. What comes up when I look up Lou? He used this as a way of just groping women in public. He even used to suck on their toes and called it a massage. Let me see what the first thing that comes up is. Sucked on their toes? I made a whole video on Lou once, yeah. I wonder if they... His original channel got banned because it was him just legitimately groping women in public. He'd even go under their bikinis sometimes on the beach. How he didn't get arrested for that is beyond me. He would literally go under their bikini and honk their tits during his massages. I don't know how he didn't get arrested. But he got banned on YouTube for it. I wonder if there's any of the toe-sucking stuff left. Yeah, here's one of them. This one should be okay to pull up on stream. He doesn't go too hard. That's misspelled ASMR. Yeah, this one. These are strangers, by the way. These are 5 gift subs. Alert. Thanks to Prime Uzroth, and Tier 1 Kelsey, and the resub Luigi and Rachel. The Bits Abyss. What's he saying? It's a tutorial. He's giving a full tutorial. You know, I'll skip around to the important bits. So you have to make sure you work out the ass cheeks. So you gotta really get in there and fucking cup on it, because those muscles like to tighten up. Those puppies will wrap themselves all up like a cobra, get all coiled, and Lou's got the magic touch to get in there and work it out. Sometimes you gotta go into the hole too, because they get real lost. Yep. But the most important part that a lot of masseuse... Oh, still in the ass. The most important part a lot of masseuse don't take into consideration is the toes. So you gotta start blowing on the toes here. When does he do that? Is this the one where he sucks on her toes or no? Am I misremembering?
Okay. If here is the back problem, right? You massage the back. Also you massage to here. This one.
Might not be her. I don't know. I feel like this is the... It might be her. Does he suck on her toes here?
Good. Yeah.
Fuck, I can't remember. It's been too long.
Alright, be careful, be careful. Is it bad?
No, it doesn't look like it's this one.
So this one, same thing. You have loose the tooth first, okay?
Oh no, he's biting on her foot. So, for some reason, he doesn't do her toes here. He just bites on her heel.
So careful.
I don't even remember him biting on her heel. I thought this was the girl he sucked on the toes.
You can like very hard.
It's an important part of the massage regardless. It's just he didn't give the full package. He only bit on her heel.
You can feel the injury. Yeah, here, right? This one you problem, right? I can feel here. Okay? This one, a little like a...
Thanks to the resub
like
muff.
rice, peanut, and like sesame.
I can't believe she let him do this. This is like the most tame massage she ever gave on his channel, which is why it's still up. Like, even though he bites on her heel, he works her heel like an ice cream cone that he's eating. So even though he, like, bites on her heel and shit, the other things he was doing was, like, significantly worse. I'm not exaggerating. Before his channel got banned, he used to go to the, like, beach and would grope the women going under their bikini. Like, that wasn't an unusual occurrence for him. And they, for some reason, let him. I don't know. I don't understand how he got away with it for so long. But he's still doing it. He still has, like, his third channel. Does Tommy Wiseau really have a Twitch channel? Yeah, but it's just reruns of some of his other stuff from YouTube. He doesn't, like, actually actively stream on there or anything. Why are some of the thumbnails blurred out? Because it's like softcore porn. Here, I'm logged in on the other one. Let me see which ones these are, and I'll tell you what they're about. The thumbnail for the one above this has him, it looks like, with his, like, pushing on a girl's vagina. And then the one under it has him with both hands on a woman's tits. Also in Central Park, it seems. Huge. That's Lou. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like they do still have some of his re-uploads here. Huge. Classic Lou. Did you know the creator of chiropractics, Daniel Palmer, said the idea came from a ghost? Oh yeah, no, it started as like a religious thing. Said he was visited by a ghost about curing ailments or something, and that's where chiropractics was born from. I'm familiar with the history. I'm sure there are people out there where like those little tiny pops feel good and probably even help to some degree, but it's not like a fix for any of the problems. And it never has been. Did you see it? What, the ghost? Or Lou? I've watched a lot of Lou. I find it absolutely baffling that he's not in jail for this shit. It is complete strangers that he gropes. Like, he hands out, I'm assuming, free massages to complete strangers and straight gropes them. Like, as you just saw, literally biting that woman's foot. I wish I could find the one where he sucked on the person's toes. I don't know where that one is. Or if that one's still up. Why are we still talking about this? Obviously a creep. Oh, I don't know. It's just a fucking fascinating topic. I don't know how someone like that gets away with it for so long. Thanks, Resub Wafflix. The ring dinger guy. Oh, Greg? Oh yeah, Greg been giving out those ring dingers. I know he did Jack Harlow recently. Of course I saw that.